friends, welcome back to my channel, and today is a very special day because I have been challenged. Okay, so before I get into my challenge, allow me to give off my disclaimers. First up, I live near a major highway here in the country of Belize, so you will hear those motor vehicles in my background. And I also live outside of a major city in Belize, and where I live there's a lot of wildlife, mostly birds, and so you will hear those birds calling, chirping, crying in my background. They're all around me. And third disclaimer, I have dogs. If anyone comes near the house, you will hear the dogs start barking. Now let's get back to our regular scheduled program. Fourth disclaimer, I have a cold, and so you will hear me a little nasally, you'll hear me sniffling a little bit. And I'm very sorry, I caught a cold. And that's the fourth disclaimer. I'm sick today. Okay, a fellow art YouTuber, Jenna Gets Creative, challenged me to her no art box challenge. Now, if you saw her video, and I will link that in the description below, she has this series on her channel where she basically mimics an art subscription box. It can be scrawler box, it can be palette packs, sometimes she mimics sketch box, art snacks, but this week she actually mimics smart art subscription box. And she primarily mimicked the April 2019 smart art subscription box, and she challenged me to also mimic the same and do that challenge. And in the true nature of sisterhood and the YouTube art community, I accept that challenge and I'll take it head on. So I did my research and saw what the April art subscription box had in. And from what I've gathered, it comes with a set of Prismacolors. Now, the April art subscription box had a set of Prismacolors 12 set. It also had a set of Stabilo's pastel fine art. It also had in some Strathmore tone paper. It came with a sharpener and a color erase pencils. And I also will be putting a picture of that right here. Okay, so how did I mimic that using the art supplies that I already have? Because I'm not gonna go out there and buy an art subscription box just to mimic it, because that's against the rules. She does have rules to it. So I do have the set of Prismacolors 48 coloring pencils. So I did the research, saw what colors came in the 12 set, and I mimicked those with my Prismacolor 48. This is my swatch sheet below. I do not have any Stabilo fine art pencils. Ugh, sorry about that. Stabilo fine art, well, fine fiber tips, or what is it called? Fine liners, I believe. I don't have any Stabilo fine liners, sorry. It's the cold affecting my brain now. But I do have these Basics Fiero fiber tip, extra fine. And so I thought, okay, and I don't have a lot of pastel colors, but yeah, this is what I have. So I'm hoping this is a good substitute for those. It's an 8 set, and I do have, I think, 12 of these. So I just picked out the most pastel-y looking colors. And also a color erase pencil. Now, I don't have any Prismacolor color erase pencil, but at my local art store, they do sell these Helix. I'm hoping you can see it. Yeah, there it is. These Helix erasable color pencil, and I hope this is a good substitute for the Prismacolor erase pencil. For the sharpeners, I do have sharpeners. Yeah, I have a bunch of them here that I got. But when it comes to Prismacolors and coloring pencil on a whole, I just prefer using my crank sharpener instead. So I'll just substitute the normal average sharpener for my crank sharpener instead. And for the Strathmore tone paper, now I don't have any tone paper, unfortunately. I don't have any tone paper, but what I do have is Strathmore paper, and this is the mixed media paper that I did got in a previous palette pack. It does have a little of tonation to it. It's not white, so it is an off-white kind of color, so there is a little bit of tonation, and this is their mixed media paper. So I will be using this to substitute the Strathmore tone paper that I don't have. Okay, so as you can have seen in the little snapshot that I showed earlier, the theme of that month's Smart Art box was Color Your Life. So I guess that's why they gave us so much colors to work with. And in true Jenna fashion, I believe she interpreted with a rainbow and a unicorn, which is really amazing. I mean, it was like she took the idea right out of my head, because when I think colorful things, I also think rainbows and unicorns and, you know, light bright. Now, I just said my age, because for those people who are old enough who don't know who Light Bright is, that was a rainbowy little doll. It was actually a cartoon back in the day. And was it like, yeah, it was Light Bright. And she used to travel on rainbows, and she had a little unicorn as a horse. So yeah, I just gave away my age, because Light Bright is a very old cartoon. But anyway, that's what I think about when I think of Color Your Life. I also think of Care Bears. You know, rainbowy, bright, colorful, always happy. And again, it just says my age, because again, Care Bears is something I saw as a cartoons that I saw when I was a kid. So yeah. Okay, I'm sorry for my finger. I was making plantain chip, and so my finger is a little dark today. Okay, it's not sick or anything, it's just the staining from the plantain chips that I was making, which is a delicacy here in Belize. I'm actually thinking of a fairy. I don't have them too high. Thumbnails on my ears. I'm thinking of a fairy. I don't know what kind of fairy this is, because it's kind of yeah. Okay. My sketch work is done. Now I need to put on my liner, and I got so much colors. Okay, this is me using this because I didn't want to waste out my little eraser here and mass erasing, so I just used a little eraser. But this is a little fairy. I do have my little fairy down, so now let me choose my colors that I want to line it with, and get to the coloring. Okay. All lined up. think I might need to thicken some colors now, some lines like here. I might need to thicken this line here. To make her kind of stand out. So she really needs to stand out from this rainbow a little bit. So I'm taking out some lines like here. I might need to thicken them just a little bit, just to make her stand out from the rainbow. Just a few lines. Show that she's kind of sliding down this rainbow here. Okay, put it in there. And now we're ready to begin. Now that I have what is called true blue, I think I'm going to use this to color the sky, and let's get started with the coloring, okay? Wow, I basically murdered my true blue, but yeah, I'm all finished. I tried as much as possible to use all the colors that I had. The only color I think I did not use were the orange and the yellow ones that I've picked, and the blue. I think these were the only three colors I did not use, but all in all, I basically used all these colors in this. I really do like it. I hope it meets up to Jenna Gets Creative expectations, and thank you so much. I first want to thank Jenna at Jenna Gets Creative YouTube channel for challenging me to, you know, live colorfully, color your life. And basically I just thought of a fairy sliding down of a rainbow, and she's with her little friend, a butterfly. And also I want to thank her because I don't really use these Prismacolors a lot in my day-to-day coloring, and I really don't use it a lot, so I want to thank her to letting me have the opportunity to use them for this challenge. I basically murdered my true blue, but that's okay because now it looks like I did get the use of my Prismacolors finally. And for me to introduce these basic fiero fine tip fine liners to you, thank you so much. As you can see, they are really wonderful, and thank you for joining me on this episode. As usual, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.